My name is Paul Chevalier, and today Barbara Luttrell and myself wanted to talk with you about a crisis in higher education we are facing today in the Verde Valley. Over the past 10 years, the Yavapai Community College has failed to maintain and fund programs effectively for the 70,000 residents in the Verde Valley. Unless we do something now, we will find ourselves abandoned.
The citizens living on the Prescott side of Yavapai County see a thriving educational community college system. There are 4 community college campuses, plus the NAU Yavapai Community College University. In addition, there is an independent 4-year college and a major aeronautical university.
Classes on the Verde Valley side of the county have been substantially eliminated over the past 10 years. Campuses have been closed or threatened with closure. 10 years ago, there were over 500 classes offered on the Verde side of the county. Today, there are less than 125.
I'm Brian Reinhardt. I was director of the documentary program at the Zaki Gordon Institute, which later became the Sedona Film School. When the school opened up 14 years ago, it was years 2000 when we opened up the film school. And the goal of that film school at the time was to start training independent filmmakers. The best story was our last year. We within the past 2 or 3 years, we had really great students. I mean, they just got better and better. So I don't really know all the reasons why they wanted to end the school after 14 years. I do know we weren't getting the support in marketing like we needed to make the school work. And with each new administration, it would change and we'd have to re-educate them on what a film school is and that kind of thing. And it's not that this hasn't been done before. We weren't, reinventing the wheel. I gave them all kinds of information on community colleges that were making a film program very successful. And one of them's in the top 25 of all film schools in the country. And they're connected to a community college. So it can work, it just depends on how the college supports you.
On the Prescott side of the county, plans are moving forward for $119 million in development over the next 10 years. In comparison, on the Verde Valley side, the only plans are for 2 parking lots and possibly a future greenhouse. Despite widespread publicity about the viticulture project on the Verde Valley side of the county, there is no major development planned for this project in the new 10-year Yavapai College plan.
On the Prescott side of the county, the 100-acre main campus is completely built out. It has many of the accoutrements of a 4-year state college. There are newly remodeled student housing units, while there are none in the Verde Valley. They have a 1,105-seat dinner theater for the whole community to enjoy. And that dinner theater loses substantial money. They have a large gymnasium, swimming and exercise pools, a state-of-the-art tennis complex is planned. There are athletic teams and athletic fields. None of these things exist or are planned in our Verde Valley. And moreover, there are fantastic vocational training facilities in Prescott, which were once proposed for the Verde Valley, but they ended up in Prescott.
Well, this is 1977 Grand Prix, so I'm trying to send it down to the primer, and then I want to get it painted after I send it down. This is my own car. I'm trying to work on it.
Moreover, $100 million of upgrades and expansions are scheduled for the next 10 years for the Prescott side of the county, and practically nothing for the Verde Valley side. The college's focus on the Prescott side of Yavapai County keeps expanding, and the focus on the Verde Valley side keeps contracting. For example, this summer, there was a robust College for Kids program on the Prescott side of the county. There was none on the Verde Valley side. There was also a splendid community education program in the summer, this summer, on the Prescott side of the county, but again, none on the Verde Valley side.
My name's Ralph Davis.
What are you majoring in, Ralph?
Horticulturist, if I can pronounce that right.
Have you found all the classes that you were looking for?
Yes, the classes I need for what I'm taking, yeah. I'm taking wine tasting classes, and I'm taking a winemaking, introduction to winemaking, and then I'm taking a math class and a computer class. This is new for us, you know. It's not like we was, and we don't remember. 40 years you don't remember that good, and it's definitely not the same.
Citizens living on the Verde Valley side of the county see class after class being dropped. For example, the college just closed out the digital film school in Sedona, and at present, except for Ollie, there are no classes listed for that facility for the fall 2014. There has been a huge reduction in the number of classes over the past decade on the Verde Valley side of the county. There has been no corresponding reduction on the Prescott side.
This is the college's publication saying what classes are going to be offered in 2014 for the Verde Valley. This was mailed to us, this shows 125 classes across the valley that are being offered here. In the Prescott area, there are over 800 classes being offered there. This is the publication produced by the college in the year 2003 for the Verde Valley. This shows that there are close to 600 class offerings across the Verde Valley, 25 offered in Camp Verde, 93 in Sedona, and 450 at the Verde campus. This is what we'd like now.
The mountain chain that separates the east and west sides of the county is a significant barrier for residents living on the east side of the county to take classes in Prescott.
Would you want to drive this every day? Could you have the time or money to drive this every day? An hour and a half one way, rain or shine, fuel costs, childcare, vehicle maintenance, and up to 3 hours a day in the car? Would this encourage you or your children to go to Yavapai College? The whole purpose of having and paying taxes for a community college is to bring higher education to the community. But we're not bringing very much to our community.
We are in the helicopter aviation course, and we're both an instrument. It's difficult. It's fun though.
I bet.
Fly.
Yeah. Are you finding all the classes that you need?
Absolutely. We're both veterans, and Prescott Valley, and Chino Valley is all pretty vet friendly, and then this is all VA pay, so we just show up to classes and they write the check, so pretty easy.
Those living on the Verde Valley side of the county seeking to attend the vocational training programs at the outstanding Career and Technical Education Center in Prescott are hindered by geography, distance, and resources. The economic cost to the residents living on the Verde Valley side of the county in terms of lost educational skills alone is easily in the millions of dollars, possibly hundreds of millions of dollars.
The economic benefits of locating a campus in a town or city are significant. Having a steady supply of educated persons not only increases our residents' opportunity for better jobs through gaining job skills, but it raises the level of prosperity in our community and our surrounding communities.
The most effective solution to returning the Verde Valley back to a thriving community college community is to establish a separate, independent community college administration on the Verde Valley side of the county.
If there was one thing I could change, I would wish that everybody could just come onto campus. I come to this school Monday through Thursday, and it's the same like 30 people I see. All the students that attend Yavapai College are online. The Prescott campus is taking all this stuff up and over the hill. They have the fields, they have the swim center, they have all this crazy stuff. Like they're basically pulling everything back into the center.
Yes, in order to get a focus on educating our residents, especially our children, we need a separate community college for the Verde Valley. If we don't do it, no one's going to do it. And creation of a separate administrative college for the Verde Valley is allowed by Arizona law, regardless of what you may have heard. In Maricopa County, for example, 10 separate administrative colleges have been created by the governing board under Arizona law.
There are many advantages to setting up a separate administrative college.
A Verde Valley campus can have its own distinctive name. It can develop its own identity and traditions, something very important to future stability.
With a local administrative college, the chances are good for improved management and the Sedona Center and the development of the Verde campus. College-level vocational training will return to the Verde Valley, and a real presence in Camp Verde will return.
With an independent administrative college in the Verde Valley, the campus will no longer be viewed by students and others as an offshoot of a controlling institution located in Prescott, but instead part of a larger Yavapai County community college system.
There would be continuity of programs and opportunities for vocational training and budget transparency with the Verde Valley Administrative College. An administrative college in the Verde would promote simple fairness.
I go to the Yavapai College at the Clarkdale campus.
Okay. And what are you majoring in?
Journalism. I got to a point where I was losing sight of life or goals. So I started going to the college to find a new path, new journey, something to make my life more filled. I think a good education does give a personal empowerment to the individual, and yes, it gives back to the society. And I read an article, I think it was put out by the college, where if you start taking away education, then the young minds start to lose sight of certain goals, certain opportunities, and the society really lose out altogether.
These are just a few of the many reasons the citizens of the Verde Valley are asking the Yavapai Community College Board to create a separate administrative college on the east side of the county.
In 2015, the Verde campus will be 40 years old. Sadly, in the last 10 years, it has seen the program development here collapse. Program development that took 30 years to build. Even with our own administrative college, it will take years to redo what has been lost, and we must do it. And the sooner we can start, the better. We need to offer our residents higher educational opportunities that will help them prosper. We pay taxes for this purpose. Let's make sure that our tax money is used for our Verde Valley side of the mountain.
And let's be frank about this. The future life and development of a Verde Valley Community College is at issue here. The citizens seek a fair opportunity to obtain the same educational opportunities in this third of Yavapai County as now exist in the west two-thirds of the county. They expect nothing less and nothing more. They expect fairness.